Good morning. I have a one brand review. I have 4 Hawaiian Tropic sunscreen products that were just released a couple of weeks ago, and I have been testing them out and I have some thoughts. In this video, I will be showing you wear test as well as giving you a review, pros and cons. Hi, I'm Sean, Melanoma Mom here, on the hunt for the best sunscreens out there. I picked up 3 of these at my local Walmart and 1 off of Amazon. I will link all of these products in the description box down below. The first sunscreen that I've been testing out the longest and is already halfway gone is the Hawaiian Tropic Matte Effect. You saw me haul this in my April sunscreen haul. 50 plus broad spectrum, reef friendly with naturally sourced sea minerals, recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation. Mattifies your skin, leaving it non-sticky and greasy. Made without oxybenzone, water resistant for 80 minutes. There's no octinoxate either. It is Hawaii compliant. This is a hybrid sunscreen with 7.3% zinc oxide. It has some homosalate, some octisalate, and some octocrylene sunscreens in it. This comes out white. This is a body sunscreen, but I did also test it out one day on my face. It is highly fragrant. It has that beachy Hawaiian tropic scent that personally I love, but I do recognize that some people are allergic and sensitive to fragrance. The third ingredient is alcohol for those of you who are sensitive to alcohol, but the fourth ingredient is glycerin to replace that moisture, but I think that it dries down so quickly because of the alcohol content. The next sunscreen is one that I've actually already done a review test on. Actually, this one I think I've had longer. I spoke incorrectly the first time. I've had this sunscreen the longest. I like to use this in my part line, and honestly, I have not put any in my part line. I have a full review and wear test on this one, so I will not be giving you a full review, only just, oh, there's a little fun. 24.5% zinc oxide. It does have fragrance, but I don't smell anything, to be honest. But this would be great to touch up over your makeup. However, it is not waterproof. SPF 30.15 ounces, broad spectrum translucent sunscreen, and I do find that it is actually translucent. Go like this and you dab it on. Somebody in my previous full wear test video of the sunscreen asked the question, well, how do you clean the brush? This may be gross, but I actually don't clean these brushes. I know, because I just put them over my face, so. But I wouldn't think that you would want a water on the brush because it's gonna drip down into the canister of the powder sunscreen. And I'm wondering if the Cinema Secrets that you just spray on the top of the brush, that's mostly a high alcohol content that kills bacteria, because the way it works is you just spray it on the brush. I use it on my makeup brushes, and then you just let the makeup brush air dry. So I might try that in a future video. Okay, the next sunscreen is the they're all Hawaiian Tropic, Sean. Skin Nourishing Milk SPF 30 broad spectrum reef friendly 3.4 fluid ounces. This is a body sunscreen that is more moisturizing. This does not say that it is supposed to be matte. There's no oxybenzone, there's no octinoxate. It is 4.3% titanium dioxide, 6% zinc oxide. It is not water resistant. It comes out in a pump. I had a lot of trouble getting the pump to work. I find if you squeeze it slowly, you get a better result. It is drippy, see it running down my arm. And when you rub it in, this is what it looks like. It does leave a white cast in my opinion. Even on my skin, it does not dry down completely clear, so I imagine that on darker skin tones, the white cast will remain. It does feel moisturizing. I see the third ingredient in the inactive ingredients is glycerin. It does have alcohol, but it's in the middle of the ingredient list, and it does contain mineral oil, which is down towards the bottom of the ingredient list, if that is something of a concern to you. Guess what today is? It's new sunscreen day. I am trying out in a wear test. You can tell it's still morning. The Hawaiian Tropic Mineral Skin Nourishing Milk All Mineral Sunscreen. I've already been using this on my arms. I tried it out So I thought it was just because it was a new pump. The pump on this is crap. So do this. All right, I'm gonna get a big glob. We're gonna smooth it over. It does feel a little thick, even though it came out like it wasn't much. That's gonna leave a white cast. I can already tell. Cause see how it turned my skin milky? It feels nice going on, but it's thick, which is weird because it was like thin in my hand, but it feels so thick on my face. It's not a strong scent, it's like a clean scent, but. And we'll let it dry down for about 10-15 minutes and I'll be right back. I'm not gonna put it around my eyes because it has fragrance. I'm gonna put on my tried and true sunscreen around my eyes. So I'll be right back after it dries down, hopefully. Hopefully it dries down. Okay, it's been 12 minutes since I put on my sunscreen. Ignore around my eyes, that's still drying. That's a different sunscreen. But here you can still see it's shiny. So it does feel slightly tacky. So I think it is dried down. It's not gonna dry down completely. It still feels tacky on my neck. And it's still shiny. Let's see how makeup goes on the top of it. I'm gonna do my, even though it's glowy, normally I put on a matte foundation or BB cream, but I'm just gonna put my tried and true Misha and try that on and then set it with a natural matte powder. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back after having put on makeup. Ignore my eye makeup. I put mascara on, waterproof mascara, and I sneezed. And so it hadn't dried yet, so it's on the bottom. And oh my goodness, I'm getting ready to get off of the Q-tip, so ignore that, please. This is what this is super shiny. I will not wear this on my face. We'll see if it breaks on my makeup. I'll do a check-in in 2 hours. It's sitting nice under the foundation. It's fine. It's not causing the foundation to break up or peel or anything. It's just the shine is popping through. I used a new powder, the Kosas powder. That's matte, that's supposed to take away shine, that Angie off of Hot and Flashy recommended. And I think she specifically recommended it to like tone down shiny sunscreens. Did not touch this. I mean, you can see, my nose is still shiny, my cheeks are still shiny. Look at that. I don't have any highlighter on. I just have foundation and this on top. Look at that, it's so shiny. So I may just pop this in my purse and try to tone it down throughout the day if something happens, or I'll just wait for 2 hours. It's too shiny for me. And it feels like I can still feel it on my skin. It feels thick on my skin, which is weird because it wasn't like a pasty formula. Okay, it has been 2 hours since I put on my sunscreen, and you can see how glowy it is. No. This is too glowy for me. Too glowy. No ma'am. And then the last one I picked up in this line is for your face. This is the Mineral Skin Nourishing Tinted Facial Milk SPF 30, 1.7 fluid ounces, broad spectrum, reef friendly, says it will not clog pores, it is not water resistant, it is 4.3% titanium dioxide and 6% zinc oxide, so it has the exact same amount of titanium dioxide and zinc oxide as the larger one. No oxybenzone, no octinoxate, and I'm gonna look at these ingredient lists right here. It looks like they are identical. Both do have fragrance in them. They are almost identical on the back. I do want to point out that this one has the second ingredient to the bottom, so it's almost the very last ingredient. Let's see if I can, right there. It has bismuth oxychloride, which I think is an ingredient that some people are sensitive to. So I want to draw attention to that. Just finished applying and it's very shiny. I didn't have a problem with the tint on it, but I don't know how the tint would work with darker skin tones. It's very shiny and very sunscreeny feeling. And it has the same smell and texture as the larger Skin Nourishing Skin Milk in the bigger bottle. Same texture, same scent, fragrance, same look on my face too, to be honest. Like, I don't know that the tint did anything. And still very shiny. Odd. Okay, so it's been about 12 minutes since I applied this on my face and it's still just as shiny. It's shiny. So I'm gonna try a matte foundation, light BB cream-esque foundation on top and see if that helps. But I think I'm 100% positive. Okay, 99.9% positive that this is gonna pop through and still stay shiny, but I could be wrong. Shiny, 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 shiny. I'm going to finish my makeup. I'm gonna apply my Maybelline Fit Me powder on the top and hope that that takes away some of the shine. What is this stripy thing right here? What's that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Do you see it? It's like a line. Huh. I don't know what that is. There's one here too. This foundation doesn't normally do that. Let's hope the powder fixes it. What is that? Why is there like a line? Do you see it? What is that? How did that happen? I don't like the way it feels on my face. It feels great now. See, the shine's already popping through. I feel like it's making my powder brush greasy. I've only had this on for a little over an hour and a half, but I wanted to point something out. Okay, you saw me, I put on a matte powder, I put on a matte foundation. It wouldn't be so bad around my face. I don't mind my face being so like a natural glow, but I don't like the shine on my nose. I'm trying to find, here we go, that's a little better. So you can see a little better in the natural light out here. Shine on my nose, I don't like that. And I don't have a lot of wrinkles, thank goodness. But this is accentuating the ones that I do have. Do you see that? It's like settling in, causing my foundation to settle into my lines or drawing more attention to them, but the lines are popping through. Look at that. That's not pretty. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna try all of the Hawaiian, I bought 4 of these Hawaiian Tropic products, and I'm gonna try them on different points of my face so that you can see what the difference is and how they wear. Does that sound like a good idea? Okay, it's been 2 hours since I applied the Hawaiian Tropic Sun Milk tinted version for your face. It is humid outside. My face is super shiny still. Can you tell? Stuff is rubbing off. Sunscreen, foundation coming off where I've got my glasses. It's breaking up down here because it's not waterproof. Yeah, look how shiny my nose is. Ignore my hair. You saw me out walking. It was humid, okay? So it's been on a little over 6 hours, and look, it has completely broken down my foundation. So I've just been inside, so I haven't reapplied any sunscreen on top. Like I said, normally I would have, but I've just been editing at the computer. It's still really shiny. See that shine? There it is. It's accentuated all of my lines. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't think I had that line there this morning. That wrinkle was not there this morning. It just, and it feels gross. It just feels gross. And I wet my finger and my foundation's coming off. Look at that. This foundation doesn't do that. It doesn't normally do that. I'm gonna repowder. I had high hopes for you. Now the tint on here is not dark, which I appreciate because I have the opposite problem as people with darker skin tones have. It's hard for me to find a sunscreen that is light enough, that is tinted but also light enough. So you'll see here, it's actually a pink color. However, I do find that it still leaves a white cast. Not on my skin, it does disappear, but I think on darker skin tones, I think they may, let us know in the comment section, but I think there might still be a white cast on darker skin tones. It does blend nicely into my skin tone. I have a surprise wear test that I think you're gonna find humorous. All right, right now after applying all 3, all 3 seem to have the same shininess. So I will be back in 10 to 15 minutes and we'll see how they dry down. This should dry down matte. This does look a little whiter to me, like more of a white cast, but honestly they look the same, basically. Slight white cast. Okay, the Tinted Hawaiian Tropic is definitely less shiny and doesn't have a white cast, whereas the untinted Hawaiian Tropic still has, do you see it? It's like slight milkiness, and it's definitely much more shiny. And then the Matte Effect, surprisingly, isn't as matte on my forehead after 10 minutes of dry down. I put this on my body and I absolutely love it. It's too shiny, as you can see, for me to like on my face. But it's definitely less shiny than the other two. It's also, this is not sticky. That's sticky. This is very sticky. So this dries down very nicely after 10 minutes. And these two just still feel like fresh sunscreen on my face. Interesting, right? Okay, quick final thoughts if you couldn't already tell from the wear test, which I'm probably sure you could. This one, I am going to just use in my part line right now, not on my face because I live in a humid climate. Not having a waterproof powder is not good for me. Go watch that full wear test video I have. I suggest another waterproof powder sunscreen if you're looking for this but waterproof. I'll link it in the description box. These two sunscreens, as you can tell, performed exactly the same on my face. I did not prefer one or the other. Will never use this on my face again. Neither one. They're just too shiny, greasy looking. They change the way my face looks. They bring out the fine lines and wrinkles. They're not water resistant. They just feel gross on my face. I will continue to use this one, however, on my arms. You know, it's fine on my arms. It works perfectly fine. I'm not quite sure. I may end up using this one on my arms as well. We'll see. But definitely this one I'll continue using on my body. The winner, in my opinion, of these 4 sunscreens is this one. I will definitely be repurchasing. Because it's a hybrid, it does not have that white cast that you get with the others, which I absolutely love. It soaks in nice. I will not be using this on my face though, because as you can see, it does not give a matte effect on the face for some reason, but it does dry down better. It doesn't feel sticky on your face like the other 2 sunscreens did. It doesn't leave a greasy feeling, which I like. On my body, I absolutely love this. It does give a matte effect on my body. A natural, a soft matte. It's a nice thin formula. I don't feel like it's on my body. I've been wearing this constantly on my arms, on my legs, on my chest and neck. Love this, except for on my face. What are your thoughts? What do you think is the winner in this video? Have you tried any of these? Let us know down below. Don't forget to reapply your sunscreen, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.